Hi everyone, welcome to our press conference. We are joined today by Ninjas in Pyjamas. If you have a question for anyone sitting in the table in front of you, please use the Zoom hand raise feature and I will call on you. When called, you can also type your chat or question in the chat, and you may also ask your question in Portuguese. We are now taking questions. First question from Declan.
Yeah, this is for anybody. I was just wondering what your expectations were going into this match and whether ZETA kind of met those expectations or exceeded them.
Traduz.
Perguntou quais eram as expectativas para essa partida e se vocês conseguiram exceder elas.
A expectativa para essa partida com certeza era a vitória. A gente esperava um 2-0. A gente foi em busca disso e felizmente aconteceu o que aconteceu.
The expectations was the victory. We won in a 2-0 and gave our best, but it happened what it happened.
Thank you. Are there any other questions? Yes, Ian from Valoranting.
Hello. There's been voting for MVP. I was wondering if any of you felt like one of your specific teammates did something that you felt was truly remarkable during the match today.
Tá tendo uma votação de MVP. Se vocês sentem que algum jogador fez algo do próprio time, fez algo que foi realmente marcante hoje.
Posso falar de novo?
Pode falar.
Para mim, o MVP é o Xande. Ele pode não ter se desempenhado bem nesse último mapa, mas ele vem sendo um IGL muito bom. E ele tá se mostrando flex. Ele faz a gente que precisar e ele tá indo bem com todos.
For me, MVP is Sand because he may not have a good performance in the last map, but he's a great EGL and he's showing his flex side right now and he can do everything.
Thank you. Next question from Ricardo at Valorant Zone.
Boa noite, pessoal. Sinto muito pela derrota. Eu gostaria de saber de vocês o que aconteceu do jogo contra a Fnatic para o jogo agora contra a ZETA que vocês acham que influenciou tanto na derrota para a DRX quanto na derrota de hoje e, consequentemente, na eliminação do campeonato.
Quer que fala?
Fala aí.
Eu acredito que a grande diferença foi estar tão perto do playoff, né? Acho que foi mais um sentimento de ansiedade, nervosismo, essa mescla de sentimentos por estar tão perto, né? Então no primeiro mapa a gente não tinha isso e no momento que faltou só um mapa, eram 2 mapas fortes nossos. Quem sabe jogar muito bem, acho que foi isso que afetou bastante a gente. Todo mundo acho que queria muito ganhar, só pensava em fechar logo, principalmente a Factory, e acabou que erros foram cometidos que a gente focado não comete, mas é algo normal de competição. E é isso, a gente não teve um preparo tão grande também, então acaba que a ansiedade e o nervosismo acabam aumentando nesses momentos.
Obrigado.
I wanted to know what happened from the game against Fnatic to the game against ZETA and what influenced both DLX and ZETA game. Well, the difference was being so close to playoff, probably nervosism. Like in the first map, we didn't feel that, but in the second one, we did. And we did some mistakes we usually don't do. So we also didn't have so much time to prepare.
Thank you. Next question from Sons of KS Mexico. The question is, what were the strategies of the last rounds and what experience did the Masters bring you?
Qual qual foram as estratégias dos últimos rounds e o que o Masters deu de lição para vocês?
Quer falar? Você. Eu acredito que a estratégia era ganhar uma ponta e ficar ancorado nela, só que por alguma mid-call que a gente deu no meio do round, a gente acabou se perdendo na rotação e isso custou os 3 últimos rounds. E a lição que fica... Difícil, né? Mas a lição fica, a gente vai tentar levar tudo de bom que a gente teve aqui, todas as experiências contra todos os times que a gente conseguiu treinar, que a gente jogou, e voltar mais forte pro Brasil e voltar aqui mais uma vez e ganhar.
The strategy was to win a side and to anchor on it, but for some mid calls we ended up losing the game. And the lesson is kind of hard, but it's to take all the good things against all the teams we played against, and to take that to Brazil and to learn from it and come back and win again.
Thank you. Next question from Ian at Valoranting.
Obviously, it was a very tough loss. I'm sure you're all feeling not good about it. But from your time here in Iceland, has there been a memory that you will treasure or something good that happened, whether meeting another team or getting to play against a specific player or something in Scrims that you're going to take into the future with you?
Pode responder? Quer traduzir para todo mundo?
Traduz aí.
Pode traduzir.
Ele perguntou, a gente sabe que é uma derrota difícil, mas teve alguma memória boa que vocês guardam aqui do tempo da Islândia? Seja conhecer algum time ou, enfim, uma memória boa, no geral.
Pode falar?
Fala aí.
Acho que a Islândia trouxe muitas coisas boas, né? No momento a gente só vai pensar na derrota, mas a gente tava com o jogo na mão contra o melhor do Japão. A gente ganhou da Fnatic, contra a DRX a gente realmente foi espancado. Mas o que a gente traz é que a gente brigou contra o melhor de uma outra região, que a gente consegue jogar de igual para igual com a Europa. E os treinos, apesar de ter sido muito poucos, a gente percebe que de região para região muda muito. Não só o nível de screens de treino, assim como comps e tudo mais. Então, acreditei que é muito complicado, sim, realmente, a gente ter tão pouco tempo de preparo, né? Acho que quem está no EMEA, principalmente, que treina todos os dias um contra o outro, está nesse alto nível sempre, acaba tendo uma certa vantagem. E a gente, por não ter isso, acaba, como eu te falei, não tendo tempo suficiente. Mas é isso. Por isso, eu acho que esses tão poucos dias foram tão valiosos, assim, porque eu acho que é muito importante estar aqui.
I believe it brought a lot of good things. Right now we're only thinking on the defeat, but we had the chance to play against a good Japan team, that is ZETA, and against Fnatic we played as equals with a bunch of Europe teams. And I also believe training also changed a lot. Even though we didn't have that much time to prepare, everything changes, like the comps, how people play. So even though we had a little prepare, and people here that are here have that advantage, it was a valuable experience.
Thank you. Next question from Ricardo at Valorant Zone.
Queria fazer a pergunta mais especificamente para o Xande, que ele comentou sobre o assunto. Você disse que aí na Europa os treinos são diferentes, o nível é diferente, que o nível de treino aí é maior. Então, por consequência, a região apresenta um nível maior de jogabilidade. Queria saber de você o que o Brasil precisa de fazer, o que o Brasil precisa de mudar para evoluir melhor como região e chegar nas competições internacionais e conseguir sair melhor.
É um assunto muito delicado, né? Porque acredito que... Bom, não sei nem como falar isso, mas acho que todo mundo sabe como funcionam as coisas. E a verdade é que não é nem sequer um nível superior, sabe? Tipo, é muita mais variedade, sabe? De combos e times, é muito mais time bom, então, consequentemente, tem mais treinos bons, mas é algo que você não está acostumado a lidar, entendeu? Por ser uma região tão forte, com tantos times, e você não ter acesso a ela, acaba que, na minha opinião, o que realmente é fazer nós melhorarmos os treinos e coisas do tipo é a gente vir pra fora. É só você pensar, você acha que algum europeu falaria que pra ficar melhor iria pro Brasil? Então, tipo, aí tá a sua resposta, né? Só que aí é o que a gente tem que competir lá, treinar lá e tentar surpreender ou fazer marcha curto tempo que a gente tem aqui pra treinar.
Obrigado, Xande.
Tamo junto.
You said that in Europe the level is different and the level of training is bigger and better. So, what do you think the region like Brazil would have to do to get in this better level to be the best? Well, it's a complicated subject. In fact, it's not that the level is superior, but the comps are very varied and the teams are like there are a lot of good teams, so there are a lot of good trains, and this is something we're not used to deal with because we don't have access to this region. And what we should do is we have to go and come here to train. I mean, would any other region say that to get better they would go to Brazil? No, just think for yourself. I mean, we have to train, but in our case, we have to train there and get better there, and try to surprise here when we come here with the little time we have.
Thank you. Are there any other questions in the room? All right, that concludes our press conference with Ninjas in Pajamas. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back
Thanks so
shortly.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, welcome back to our press conference. We are joined by the match 2 winner, ZETA Division. If you have any questions for anyone in the table in front of you, please use the Zoom hand raise feature and we will call on you. Once called, you may ask your question in any language you're comfortable with, preferably English or Japanese. And if you have a question that you'd like to type, we are happy to read it for you as well. First question goes to you from Esports World.
お世話になります。e スポーツワールドの井ノ川です。プレーオフおめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
DRX 戦からいろんなドラマがあって、勝ち抜いてきたわけですけれども、プレーオフ進出、そしてベスト8決定という気持ちをお聞かせください。あと、フラクチャーでのプレッシャーの中勝ち抜けた勝因みたいなのがあったら、それもお聞かせください。
First of all, congratulations to the members of ZETA Division. And since DRX match, there has been a big drama for the team. And now that the team has moved on to playoffs and the top 8 teams of the competition, I would like to ask you, how are you feeling right now? And also, next question would be during Fracture, with the building tension towards the end, what were you thinking?
誰にですか？
じゃあ一人ずつお願いします。
For each of the members.
そうですね。今日フラクチャー戦の最後の方はもう本当に僕自身の調子は結構悪かったんですけど、もうそれでもちょっとできることをやろうと思ってすごい、VC の指揮を、自分なりに頑張って上げて雰囲気が悪くならないように、絶対諦めない気持ちで今日はやってました。
So during Fracture today, I personally feel like my performance was not the best. So all I could do was try to keep everybody up in the team comms and be happy and positive about it.
そうですね。今、テップが言ってた通り、勝ってても負けてても本当に雰囲気よくやれて、特にフラクチャーの最後、あと1本取れたら負けっていうところでも、テップが諦めんなって言って、みんなの士気を上げながらもうずっとみんな頑張りきれて、どうにかカムバックできたんじゃないかなと思います。それが要因かなと思います。
So when we were losing or winning, I believe we had really good communication going on amongst the team. And as Deb just mentioned, when we were losing in Fracture, Deb was always positive and he kept on saying, oh, don't give up, we can do this. And I believe this was one of the big factors that we were able to pull off this win.
もうゼータのみんながもうそれぞれもう最高なプレイヤーなので、もうそれをみんな信頼して信じて、もう自信しかなかったので強いメンタルを持てて戦えたかなと思います。
Each of the ZETA members are very professional and we have the best players. So we were able to keep our confidence in the game, and that's why we could win this.
そうですね。ゼタのポテンシャルをすごく出せたんじゃないかなと思います。自分たちの強いところをしっかり、見せることができたかなと思ってます。でもね、もっともっと強い姿を見せれると思っているんで、プレーオフめっちゃ楽しみです。フラクチャーはもうそうですね、みんな途切れないようにしっかり集中して声を掛け合って、で転勤がぶっ壊すという、もう最高の試合でした。
So I'm happy today that we were able to play up to our full potential and we were able to pull off our full strength, and really looking forward to playing at the playoffs. And for Fracture, we just kept on talking and talking. We just made sure that we weren't lacking communication and just 10 just tore it apart in a good way.
ちょっと関係あまり難しい言葉は出ないんですけどもうとりあえずめちゃめちゃ、みんな最後まで諦めないで頑張った結果がこれかなって思います。で、フラクチャーの最後、9対12ぐらいの時に、デップ、さっき黒さんも言った通り諦めんなってめっちゃ声かけてくれて、そのおかげで僕が暴走したんで、その後のラウンドはそれが勝因かなと思います。
おかしいな、それは。暴走してる。
So we were, like everybody else said, the biggest factor in our win is that we did not give up, and as Kuro has already mentioned, with our round of 9 to 12, Depp has said, "Oh, don't give up," and that's why I was able to raise myself again and just destroy the rounds after that.
はい。そうですね。本当にプレーオフに進出できたことはもう僕にとってはもうすごい嬉しさです。今までの僕のキャリアの中で一番嬉しいと言っても過言ではないぐらい嬉しいです。あとは本当にこの NIP 戦っていうのは今までの僕らの練習だったりとか、国内 VCT の大会の結果、そしてアイスランドに来てからの DRX 戦での負け、そしてフナティック戦での勝ち、そういうものが全てつながって今回のカムバックだったりとか勝利が得られたと思っているので、今まで戦ってきた練習相手の人たちだったりとか、今回当たった DRX や NIP、 そしてフナティックにも感謝したいですね。
So being able to proceed to the playoffs, I'm very, very happy about it. In fact, I think that this is the best moment in my whole gaming career. And I'd like to say thanks to all NIP and our experience and VCT Japan, the loss that we had for DRX, the win against Fnatic, and all these matches that we have experienced this year are the dots are being connected here, and this is this is why we are here today, and this is how we got the win today. So I really want to say thank you to all the opponents and the staff around us.
Thank you. Next question is from Mike at Outcomer.
Hi, this can be answered by anybody. You guys went from never winning a series to qualifying for playoffs, and now the most successful Japanese Valorant team ever. How do you feel about that?
これはどなたにお答えいただいても大丈夫です。ゼータディビジョン、今まで一度も勝利をしたことがないというところから、プレーオフに進出するチームというこの快挙を成し遂げて、そしてこのバロラントジャパンの中で、最も成功しているチームというふうに今言えると思います。この歴史的な瞬間に立ち会って、今どのように感じていますか？
俺？いける？いやもう、はい。もう言葉にできないぐらい嬉しくて、もう勝った瞬間はなんだろう、本当に勝ったのみたいな、もう実感がない感じで、もう今になって、だんだんその時間が経って試合を振り返って、もう本当にみんな強くて最高のチームだなっていう感じで、もうとにかく嬉しいです。
Words really cannot express how I feel right now. When we won, I was like, did we really win? And after the match, gradually with time, starting to really feel it, and I'm just so proud of my teammates that everybody played so well today, and just proud and just super happy about this.
Thank you. Next question is from Declan at Dexerto.
Hi, my question is for XQQ. I was just looking to confirm that you were in the same room that you were in in this matchup as you were during DRX, where you had to walk to the stage. I was just wondering, what are you thinking about when you're kind of running from that room to the stage, and how long does it feel like it's taking?
確認したいんですけれども、今回 XQQ コーチは、前回 DRX 戦にいた時と同じ、コーチルームにいたんでしょうかと。で、今回もまた、長く走っていたのであれば、その走っていた時に、どんなことを考えながら走っていたのですか？
多分フラティック戦ですかね。まあ、でも全試合走らないといけなかったですけど、まあ本当に、まあ、遠いんですよ。めちゃくちゃにもうこれをプレーオフまで続けてしまうと僕の体重がどんどん落ちてしまうぐらい遠くて、でもなんか今日は本当勝った瞬間にヘッドセットをしっかり置いて、で靴ひもを結べてるか確認して、みんなが待ってるステージにできるだけ早く安全に行こうと思って走ってました。でも、今日はなんかいつもよりすごい短く感じましたね。
So, yes, I had to run pretty much every matches that we had so far. And if I continue to run like this until the playoffs, I might lose some weight after this. But today I was able to, the moment we won, I was able to put down my headphones. I looked at my shoelace so it's not getting off, and I made sure that we are safe and ran. But I feel like this time the running felt like so short for me.
Thank you. Next question comes from Rohan at Esports GG.
Hi guys, congrats on your win. First of all, I want to tell XQ that the run felt very short for him because he was more excited on reaching the playoffs. And here's my question. In the first map, which was split, ZETA Division had a very passive play style. Was that something that they had planned specifically for NIP's aggression?
まずおめでとうございます。質問ですが、XQQ コーチに、質問なんですが、このスプリットでは、どちらかというと、保守的なスタイルでのプレーが、あったかなというふうに思いますが、これは、NIP のどちらかというとアグレッシブなプレイスタイルに合わせての、戦略だったんでしょうか？
そういう面が大きかったなとは思います。一応対策として、彼らがやってくることだったりとか、僕らの守り方や攻め方に対してどう返してくるかっていうのを予想はして、チームでどう対策するかを決めてはいたんですが、思った以上に本当ちょっと予想以上にちょっと違う動きをされてしまった結果、ちょっと自分たちが想定した動きができず、普段よりパッシブな、消極的な動きになってしまったのかなと思います。ただ、次はそうはならないと思います。
So we had been preparing for this NIP, and we have predicted their strategy, and we have studied their strategy, and we're ready with how to we came up with the team plan for this. But when we faced against them in split, their movement were quite different from what we had predicted. So as a result, our actions have become more passive to see how they react and how they take actions. But this is not really something that we want going forward. So going forward, it'll definitely not going to be passive like we had in this round.
I have one more question for Laz. At the beginning of the tournament, you said ZETA Division's goal was to win one match. And then once you won that match against Fnatic, you were like, our goal is to reach playoffs. So I think everyone here is interested to know what's your next goal.
この次の質問はラズ選手にです。ラズ選手は、この大会が始まった時に、ゼータディビジョンの、チームとしてのゴールはまずは1勝と いうことをおっしゃってたと思います。そしてその1勝を、獲得した、フナティック戦の後は、プレーオフに向けてということだったと思いますが、今ここにいる場の皆さんはじゃあ次の目標は何なのかということを気になっていると思うんですが、次の目標は何でしょうか。
どうですかね。俺はもう勝つことしか考えてません。
Yeah, all I can think about right now is to win the whole tournament.
Thank you. And Rohan, please save your second question for a separate time in the interest of the other journalists in the room. Next question from Ian at Valoranting.
Hello, and congratulations on your win. For the entire match, just not the last map, but the entire match, is there a player that anyone would say like did a remarkable job or did something special, or who you would award MVP to for the entire match? And this question is for anyone. Thank you.
この質問はどなたにお答えいただいても大丈夫です。まずはゼータディビジョンの皆様、おめでとうございます。特に最後の試合だけというわけではなく、全体のマッチを通して、特に活躍したような MVP を挙げたような選手がいれば教えてください。
特定の誰かって正直出てこないな。みんなめっちゃ良かったというか、みんなそれぞれの役割を本当にうまくこなしてて、本当に助けられたなと思ってます。っていう回答はダメですかね。
I really can't choose anybody from the team that did especially well because everybody played so well up to their full potential and really helped me out in all of the matches today. So is this an answer?
Oh yeah, of course. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next question from Sons of Chaos Mexico. The question is, congratulations on your pass to the playoffs and victory. They talk about the support among all of you. They go against G2 and right now they make history. How is it to win with as much at stake as in the last map? For anyone who likes to reply.
これはどなたにお答えいただいても大丈夫です。まずはおめでとうございます。最後の、試合で、フラクチャーでとてもプレッシャーがかかる中での、勝利になりましたが、どのようなお気持ちでその勝利をつかみましたか？
誰でしょうかな。シュガーゼロかな。あと1本って考えると、もうどんどんプレッシャーが自分たちに来るので、僕はあと1本で全然考えずに、もうただ勝つこと、何が刺さるのか、何が効くのか、何が一番いいのかっていうのを常に考えて、もう全てを丁寧にやった結果です。
So for me, I didn't really think of it as winning one round by one round because that'll make me more nervous. So I was just thinking about how to win this and think about what is the effective strategy against this team, what other things that we can do, and that's how we were able to win this.
Thank you. Next question from Declan at Dexerto.
Yeah, this question's for anybody. I was just wondering if you guys have any other celebrations outside of yelling nice after a good round. And have you done anything else besides yell nice after good rounds this tournament?
これはどなたにお答えいただいても大丈夫です。ゼータディビジョンの皆さんは、ラウンドを取得したときにナイスって叫ぶ以外の掛け声はありますか？
なさそうですね。絶対勝てるよみたいな。なんか作る。ラウンド取るためにパワー。
Nothing really at the moment. So talked about if they should make a new one and suggest being power.
Thank you. Next question from Esports World.
再び井ノ川です。ちょっと細かい話になっちゃうんですけれども、アイスボックスは今回3回目の戦いになったんですけれども、あえてここをバンせずに選んだ理由をちょっと話せたら聞きたいなと思ったのと、あと最後13本目取った時に、クロウさんがB ロングのところの箱の上の方にショックダーツを打ってたんですけれども、あれは上に誰かいるっていう気配を感じていて打ったのかなっていうのが気になったんですけれども、その2点だけお願いします。
This is going into rather details, but first question is, the ZETA Division has played Icebox for the third time this tournament. What is the reason that you didn't ban and proceeded with picking this map? And the other question is rather in detail, but Crow has, on the 13th round, has pulled off a shock dart on B-Long, and was this assuming, predicting and knowing that another player was there, or what was the reason behind this?
これどうする？
俺は自分のとこだけ。
あ、OK。誰でいい？アイスボックスは正直 DRX より強いチームというのはいないと思ってて、初戦で DRX 戦ボコボコにされて、もうこれより強いチームって絶対いないよなっていう認識が僕らの中であるので、そういうのもあって、ちょっと僕らが選んでるわけじゃないんですけど、ちょっと開けてる理由としてはそこですね。
So the reason we didn't quite select Icebox, but the reason we kept it open was because the match against DRX, with our understanding, DRX is the most, they play Icebox the best, and our thought was if we can face against DRX, then we can face against anybody on Icebox.
僕は昨日の時点でもうコーチ陣からB ロングのアイスボックスの B ロングの箱上はめちゃめちゃ好きで使っているっていう情報をもらっていて、でそれ用のショックダーツとかも教えてもらってたんですけど、それはあまり使う機会がなくて、あの時にB ロング上がる時にあそこ注意だなっていう感じで一応コールとショックダーツは打ちました。
So the question regarding B-Long shock dart, since yesterday's match, the coaches has suggested me in using the shock dart for the B-Long, and for today, it wasn't that I predicted an enemy there, but with the communication, just to be sure, I put a shock dart in there.
1個いいですか？こっち陣なんですけど、この情報を取ってくれたアナリストの逆さんに感謝したいです。
This shock dart came from our analyst, Gyaku, so want to say thank you to him.
お見事でした。ありがとうございます。
Thank you. Next question from Mike at Upcomer.
So, with these wins, obviously your first win and your win today, with the new format, you are facing G2 Esports, obviously, tomorrow. How do you feel about having to play these 3 matches in a row?
昨日の勝利、そして本日の勝利をもって、次は G2 戦に挑むことになると思いますが、G2 戦、明日が3連戦目となります。この連戦というところに対して、どのような気持ちですか？
Very hard です。
Very hard.
あれですね、ただ、睡眠時間さえ取れれば、全然、まだ大丈夫だなっていうのが感じてて、そうですね、試合時間が遅くならないといいなっていう感じですかね。
I feel like as long as I can get my sleep down, then we'll be okay. I just wish that the match starting time wouldn't be so late.
Thank you. Next question from Ian at Valoranting.
Hello again. You mentioned Depp before, cheering everyone on and saying don't give up. Is that normal for Depp? Is that a new role? Was it a surprise that he was so positive, or does he usually have the best attitude?
先ほどデップ選手がみんなを励ましてまだ諦めんな諦めんなという声をかけていたという話がありましたがデップ選手は通常いつもからこのようなみんなを励ますような役回りを持つことが多いんでしょうか。それとも本日デップ選手の意外な一面というかが出たのでしょうか。
僕は普段は結構静かな方なんですけど、オフラインでこうやっぱみんなの顔が見えるときはよく見ていて、それでまあうまくいってないときは結構あんまり好きじゃない顔をしてるので、みんなちょっと笑顔にしたいなと思って今日はオフラインではやってます。
So usually I'm a really quiet guy, but being in an offline tournament environment, I really look at each other's faces when we're playing. And when I looked at them, some of us were looking like a face that I didn't quite like. So I try to change that with my attitude and comms to in the team.
Thank you. And we'll wrap up with Declan at Dixerto.
Yeah, this question is for 10. I was just wondering what the team's energy level was like in that third map before it kind of started and going into it, and versus kind of your energy level now after that incredible comeback and a lot of the emotions that we've seen today.
この質問はテン選手にです。3つ目のマップで、その逆転劇が始まる前の、感情の状態がどのようなものだったか、そしてそれを終えてみて、今どのようなお気持ちなのかを教えてください。
僕が暴走する前は、ちょっとスコア的にも僕のパフォーマンス的にも、僕ちょっとパフォーマンスが悪かったんですけどちょっとやばいかなっていうふうにはちょっと思っちゃってたんですけど、その後はデップの言葉に救われたって感じですかね。
So before I destroyed everything in the end, I felt like my performance was very not good, as well as the score, obviously. But as I pre-mentioned, with words of Depp, don't give up, I was able to come back and be positive about it.
Thank you very much for joining us today for this press conference with ZETA Division. Congratulations on the win today, and we will be back tomorrow with day 5. Thank you, everyone.
Arigato.
Thank you.